Hey everybody, thanks for clicking the thumbnail. Welcome to Talking Habs. Today's video, we're going to review the game last night, between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators here in Montreal. Wasn't the best game for Montreal. It was one of those games, where you take kind of a fate game. I call that it's a trap game where you take that bad team, you take that good team, and you get a loss. And that's what happened last night. So I'm going to tell you all about it. And before we get to that, if you're new to the channel, if you're a Habs fan like I am, and you want to see more Habs videos and live streams, and I've got contests going and all that kind of stuff, subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here Talking Habs. While you're at it, if you have any comments about this video, please leave them in the comment section. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and let's get right into this game. Wow, what a great game. No, it was not a great game last night. But it was one of those games, I said it in my preview yesterday, that, they have to avoid this trap game. Avoid it being a trap game, and it was a trap game. Ottawa had lost their 9 previous games. And, this was going to happen. I've seen so many times like that where you get this horrible team and the great team, and oh man, they're going to kick ass and that's not what happens. And that's what this game was like. It seemed like a collective bad game by the team. Carey Price not at his sharpest, and and then a desperate Ottawa team due for a win, almost due like magically that they're due for a win. Matt Murray having a good game. Matt Murray was good last night. And this is what you have. You get a game like this where, listen, Ottawa didn't kick Montreal's ass and blow them away. It was a 3-2 win. And that happens sometimes. I don't read much into it. I don't panic over this. Anyways, let's get into what happened. So first period, first goal at 10:31. Brendan Gallagher gets his 5th goal from Thomas Tatar and Phil Deneau. And you got to figure, okay, at this point, because it's like halfway through the period, and okay, now the floodgates are going to open, things are going to turn around, because it's starting to look like it's kind of almost a boring game. Matt Murray's playing well, and doesn't look like things are going to happen here for Montreal, and that because the trap game thing is there. And anyway, so Gallagher gets the first goal, and okay, all right, we're going to get going. So what happens? Tatar in the high slot fires a wrist shot into the crowd in front of the net. There's a few players in front of the net, and it deflects into Murray, kind of like into his chest, and just drops down at his feet. And Gallagher is right there on the left side in the crease, and it's just like a bing bang and in the net. Like in a split second, it's in the net. So a first goal, and we're starting to go, okay, it's going to turn around, but it doesn't. It doesn't really, right? So the second goal is at the end of the period, 19:21 of the first period. Thomas Chabot gets his 3rd from Tierney and Tim Stützle, Tim Stützle was fantastic last night. So last minute of the first, and it's a stretch pass by Stützle just inside, I guess maybe it's just over his blue line. And he sees, I forget who he sees. Tierney, I guess. Tierney up over the near the other blue line. That's what it is. Get your words right. And beautiful pass. It shows his vision. This kid's going to be a good hockey player. And Tierney he crosses the line, and I think he does a little spin, and he passes it off to Thomas Chabot. And Thomas Chabot at the top of the dot there, and he fires a shot. And it goes far side off the post and in. And you could say Carey Price should have had that. Probably should have had that. And yeah, that's what makes it 1-1. And we're starting to question, and everyone's starting to panic already because it's Ottawa. We figure this is going to be a bad game for them. And the panic started to in the live stream. People are starting to get panicky. And then as we're talking about it, 19 seconds later, on the power play, so it's a power play goal. There's a cross-seam pass by Batherson. So from right to left. And it hits Stützle at the left dot. And Price can't really get back in time over. And Stützle hits just inside the near post. So it was a good shot by Stützle. If he would have put it in the center of the net, Price stops that. But he can't get all the way over, and it was a well-placed shot, and boom. It's 2-1. Power play goal. There you go. Third goal. Well, second period, that's the third goal of the game. That ends the period there because, I mean, it's two quick goals right at the end of the game. By the way, that kind of revisits last season, the last few seasons, where Montreal gives up these last-minute goals, and it kills them, and here's what happened. They gave up one period, 19 seconds apart. You know, you got to figure, well, there you go. This is a trap game, and that's what we were talking about in the live stream, and yeah. Next goal, second period. This is Connor Brown off the face-off. Stützle gets the puck to Brandstrom at the point. So he's on the boards, gets it to Brandstrom at the point. And Brandstrom fires a high shot. And it's going to the far side. Price getting ready to catch it. And who is it that tips it? Brown, Connor Brown. He gets a stick on it. And they were wondering, the question was it high sticking? But it wasn't. And it actually makes the puck go down into the other corner. So I don't know. Jeff, my podcast partner, was arguing to me that Price wasn't in the right position and could have been ready for that. But I don't know. To me, the puck was going that way. It gets tipped down that way and down instead of up, because he was up there ready for it. It gets tipped down into the other corner. I don't see how Price stops that. So I mean, I can't. The third goal, I don't think it's on Price at all. It's a tip. What are you going to do? So that ends. That's the only scoring in that period. Third period, and it looks like the game is over. And there's penalties now being called. Third period is the. Montreal, nothing they can do on a 5-on-3. I don't remember what period that was in, but they had a 5-on-3 and an extended one, and they couldn't score on Ottawa. This was not their game. And at the end of the third period, it was being called against Montreal. Double minor to Sherratt. There was that Tatar call right at the end, the boarding call. I don't know. To me, it looked like a weak call. The first call of the game to Petrie was a holding call. That was a weak call. But I'm not saying the refs. Montreal played a bad game. They lost this game. Anyways, 1831, and Anderson right off the face-off, like the Deneau right to Anderson. He takes a shot right in under Murray's arm. It was a good shot, a good goal. Another shorthanded goal. Montreal's, I think, 7th, maybe their 8th in 11 games. So Montreal really, I think it was to the point where on the next power play, there was another power play, I think, for Ottawa right after that. They took a timeout to make sure that they're not going to screw up and give them another shorthanded goal to tie up the game. So Montreal's PK, as far as offensively, is doing well. And that ends it. I mean, there was a minute left or whatever, a minute and a little bit, and they don't get anything done. There's the Tatar penalty, and that was it. Puts it away. So we have shots on goal, 38 for Montreal, 22 for Ottawa. So Montreal definitely had the shots in there. Murray had a good game. He was due for one, like the team, and he did. He had a good game, and yeah, a lot of this is on his game. Face-off percentage, Montreal falling short 43% to 57% for Ottawa. And Ottawa is not a top face-off team. As a matter of fact, they have a worse record than Montreal. So face-off, that's costing us a little bit, which we knew was going to happen. Inexperienced guys down the center, face-offs could be a problem all year. And it wasn't this game. Montreal was 0 for 4 on the power play. So power play unit, at home, I don't know. It seems like the power play unit not doing well at home. Again, road power play is good. Home power play sucks. So they got to figure out what's different at home, and they got to fix that. Montreal 42 hits to Ottawa's 33 hits, which kind of means Ottawa had the puck more. Montreal had the hits. So there you go. Price was 19 of 22 saves, 864 save percentage. Not good. He's got to be better than that. Matt Murray, 36 of 38 and a 947 save percentage, and his numbers have been horrible. It's one of those things. It's kind of like, this shitty team plays this good team, and what happens? The shitty team wins. And I've seen it over and over again. And so it comes down to, how does Montreal respond on Saturday? It's really what it comes down to. 3 stars of the game. They gave Deneau a 3rd star, the official star. I don't see that. It was was an assist off the faceoff. I mean, it was just off the faceoff. He didn't have much to do with that Anderson goal. And then the first goal, the Gallagher goal, he had the secondary goal assist, and he didn't have much to do with it. So I'm not going to give Deneau an assist here. And I didn't find anybody else in Montreal, really. I didn't find anybody else's game that's worthy of an assist, of a star. And so they're all going to be Ottawa. Thomas Chabot, 1 goal, 1 assist. He had a pretty good game. Matt Murray definitely had a good game. Maybe the difference in this game. And Tim Stützle, the other difference in the game. Tim Stützle was quite good. He looks like he's going to be a great player. 1 goal, 2 assists, great vision. Just has a great game. I like what I saw from Stützle. I wish he was a Montreal Canadian, quite frankly. And there you go for that. So, some points on the game that are just my points on the game. First of all, some weak calls by the refs. Now, like I said, I don't think it's a game that you're going to blame the refs for the loss. But there was that weak call. That Petrie holding. Was that really holding? And the boarding call, although I believe the guy had a cut on his, I'm not sure. But it kind of looked weak to me. And I thought the guy went down. It looked like a dive. But if he had a cut nose, maybe I'm wrong on that. But I just thought some weak calls by the refs. This was Phil Deneau's 350th game, so that's something. Congrats, Phil Deneau. Price may be still affected by the loss of his 2 dogs. I wonder if anyone's thinking about that. He looked unfocused, not ready, not well prepared, that kind of a thing. And I'm wondering if, because I know you lose a pet, especially a long-time pet, you are affected by it. It's like the loss of a family member, right? I'm wondering if maybe this was a game where he was having trouble focusing. The dogs were weighing on his mind. You got to kind of give that to somebody who just had that kind of a loss very recently. Now, people who aren't animal lovers, you might say I'm an idiot, but I'm an animal lover, and I know if I lost my 2 dogs, had to put them down, I think might be more than just a few days and then I'm okay. So maybe that was a little bit of trouble for his inconsistent and unfocused kind of play. I'm just putting it out there. So this was the first win in 10 games for Ottawa, so they were due for a win. And the last place team, and they're the road team, and the first place team, and they're the home team, and everything should say the home team and the first place team wins, yet how many games like that? And that's not what happens. That's called a trap game. That's what this was. Trap game. For Saturday, I'm sure a lot of people are saying put Allen in net. Nope. I'd put Price back in net. He needs to have a bounce back right away and do it right away. And I think that you put him back in on Saturday. I don't think it's a good time to sit him. Even if it's because he's grieving, I still think he needs to get right back in and get his game back. I fully expect a different performance on Saturday by both Price, if he's in, and the team. The team wasn't great. It wasn't their greatest game overall for a team. Maybe a couple players had a good game. That's the kids didn't have a good game. The vets didn't have a good game. So the kids have been carrying them kind of lately, and they crapped out, and the vets weren't able to kind of pick up the slack here. It was an inevitable thing. The first place and last place, and they collided, and the last place team came out ahead. That extended 5-on-3, Montreal couldn't score. So as I said, power play. What's wrong at home with the power play? If the power play is really good on the road and then you get home and it sucks, and this is a consistent thing that's happening, examine why at home it sucks. It's not that, we got to do the power play, it's bad. It's not bad on the road, but it's bad at home. What is it at home that makes it suck? That's what they got to figure out. That's my opinion. 11 games in, and it's just 1 loss. This is just 1 loss. So many people panicking. No reason to panic. No reason to panic. It's only the 11th game. Now, I did say give them 10 games, and then I'll make my judgment. You know what? I'm not going to judge them on this game. There's no way. This is now when we can start to see what kind of team. And the Saturday game, how they come back from it, is going to tell a lot. Are they a good team or are they not? If they're not a good team, they're going to struggle. If they come out with a strong, dominating game, that means this is a decent team because they handle adversity. Another shorthanded goal makes that 7. I'm not sure if it's 7 or 8 on the season, but in 11 games, I just wrote here, wow, I don't know what else do you say. How many are they going to get this season? As I said just a few minutes ago, the kids and the vets both had off nights. So nobody, neither the young nor the old, knew how to lead last night. None of them had their games, and it made for this type of a game. So this was a 1-goal loss. It's embarrassing because it's to the Ottawa Senators, yes, but it's still only a 1-goal loss. So Ottawa didn't blow Montreal away, and that's a good thing. So, yeah, it's how are they going to come back on Saturday. That's what you got to look for. That game, by the way, next game Saturday. Next game is next game. Now, Saturday, 1 p.m. It's in Ottawa, so it was a home thing. I'm going to be doing a live stream starting at 12:35, so super early. It's going to be odd, but it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. That's on YouTube. So let's do the Guess the Score contest, because I do a Guess the Score contest. So if you're new to the channel, you might not know that. Every game, if you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, doesn't matter what team, just the guy who scores the first goal of the game, and you can win a prize. So I'm going to give you my guess. I don't win a prize if I'm right, but I always give my guess. And if I can find it, okay, I think Montreal comes back. I think they handle this well, and they come back with a good game. And I'm going to go with a 5-1 win for Montreal. And I'm going to give the guy that I took away the star from, who needs a goal. He's going to be on the ice, I would think, to start the game. Maybe they get a goal really early. I'm going to give Phil Deneau the goal scorer. So 5-1 Montreal with Phil Deneau getting the first goal of the game. That's my guess. In the comment section, let me know what you think. Take a guess. You could win a prize. So you do that in the comment section. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Subscribe, ring that notifications bell, and that'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here talking Habs. And that is it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to see you next video and next live stream. Bye, everybody.